What's up, guys? TheDevildogGamer here, and the new Tarkov update is here. And of course, we're having server issues, which is why I'm not streaming right now and doing this video instead. Maybe we'll stream again later when they fix the servers, because it's battle state and day one. You know how that goes. But I did get enough time in the games where I kind of got an opinion. I got to test out majority of the new stuff, minus the new weapons. And honestly, I'm pretty excited about this update. There's a lot of major changes. The BTR, recoil, armor system, and, you know, shoulder transitions. But honestly, man, I haven't been this excited for a Tarkov update in a very long time. I've got really burned out, tired of Tarkov, didn't touch it for a whole year. This update I've had so much fun with, and this might be the update that makes you return to the game. One of the biggest changes with this new update in Tarkov is the recoil system. Before, the recoil was always, you take a stock M4 and you're shooting it like you're a 90-year-old woman just straight to the sky. Not anymore. Stock weapons are viable. The recoil has been massively toned down. And not only that, the single shot. Before you take single shots and you have a weird little recoil and reset, not anymore. They fixed that too. It actually recoils like it would in real life. It's pretty damn realistic how it works. Shooting on full auto now and single shot and even burst is completely doable. It's completely capable of taking a stock weapon, keeping it on target, and not completely RNGing rounds all over the place. It's making gunfights shorter. It's making killing people a lot easier. Haven't died a single raid. I've done 6 raids, 0 deaths. I think I'm at like a 20 KD right now. Gunfights are so much more satisfying. And on top of that, now hipfire isn't really the meta. Hipfire is all over the place. Everybody remember at the point shooting, that was that was how you won gunfights, is leaning and point shooting or rushing and point shooting. Not anymore. ADS actually has significantly less recoil and is more accurate than the point shooting, which is a huge thing for me. Now, because the recoil change, you don't need to build these crazy meta builds to be competitive. Even if like one attachment or 2 attachments onto a stock rifle, and you will be competitive with the big dogs. You can take cheapo guns out and keep your rounds on target, hit people accurately, keep your rounds in the center mass. It's a really nice system, and I'm really absolutely enjoying it. With that, they also added shoulder transitions. So now your weapon can be on your right shoulder, or you can switch it to your left shoulder. So before, if you wanted to peek left, that's basically a death sentence, because you're going to be exposing way more of your body if you're peeking, you know, around a corner on the left side. Now you can transition your weapon to the left shoulder and actually peek. This is a huge gameplay change, because now, you know, you don't have to hold a corner on the right to be successful and win these gunfights. I've actually used it. It's a lot of fun to, you know, use it in the gunfights. It works really well. It's pretty easy to use. It doesn't change much. And, you know, you catch people off guard that they forget about the left shoulder. They try to push you, even though they know that you're going to be leaning left, and you can get them faster because less of your body's exposed and your weapon's pretty much right there. So the second they start seeing your body, your weapon's right there. It's a really cool system, and it's a nice change, and I'm really enjoying it. They also did a really awesome addition to Streets of Tarkov map with the gigantic map in the game. They added the BTR that they've showed off in teaser trailers. Now, this BTR is really freaking cool. It goes from certain points around the map, and it acts kind of like an armored taxi. You can go up to it, scav or PMC. We're going to talk about the stuff you can do with it as the PMC, because the only thing you can do as a scav is pay a little bit of money, and it'll take you somewhere else on the map. But as a PMC, you can go to the BTR, get inside of it, talk to the driver, pay him to take you somewhere else, and shoot people along the way with the main gun, which is awesome. You know, 30 mils and, you know, 7.62s. All right, let's go. Or you can go up and get inside of it, pay the driver to take stuff to your stash for you. That's right. You can actually take items from in raid, load it onto the BTR, pay the driver, get out, and he takes it to the stash for you. So you can actually go back to looting. All your stuff you found is safe in your stash with found in raid status. So this is really cool. It adds like a whole new layer to that map. And on top of that, they have the new boss, which is the armored guy. Crazy. Have not seen him, have heard him though. And he roams around the mall. So now you have 2 big bosses on Streets. Streets is actually absolutely going to be popping off. You know, the BTR, especially being able to take your stuff and, you know, drop it off, have it delivered to your stash, and then kind of keep playing the map is super awesome. They also added a new map to the game. This one's called Ground Zero. This is the starter tutorial map. Now, this is only available from level 1 to level 20. Scavs, of course, can join that map anytime they want and go in there and play. But if your PMC is over level 20, you cannot go into that map. All the quests start on that map. Once you finish the quest in that map, all the other quest lines open up. It's a really cool map. It's kind of like Streets of Tarkov, very linear. There's only like a small little line you can go through, but there's tons of stuff to loot, tons of items, especially early items that you need in the map. Lots of AI. We're kind of running around. No bosses and stuff. It's a really cool map. It's a nice way of kind of taking low-level players and putting them all together without having to like throw people to the wolves, so to speak. It's pretty interesting. The one thing that worries me about this map, though, is say you, for some reason, you can't finish one of these quests and you hit level 21. Is that quest line dead for you forever, or does it just open up all those quests? I'm not really sure how that works, but the map itself is pretty cool. A lot of underground areas, multi-story buildings, pretty cool way to loot. It's a nice safe place for people to learn the game before they basically get thrown into customs and murdered repeatedly. They also did some changes to Shoreline, which I didn't get footage of, but they added more ways to cross the river, so you're not just done at Power Station north of Resort and down there in the pier. Also for the boat, if that extracts open, there is smoke now. Instead of you just having to run out on the pier or look for the light, that's there. They added tons of new terrain, flat areas that were very open. There's a lot more terrain. There's a lot more rocks, especially around Resort. And they added this new kind of ranch camp off on the top right-hand side of the map where there was kind of nothing. And it's got tons of military stuff and AGS. They extended it out a little bit so you can actually go out there, get some more loot. It's a really nice change. It kind of feels more like Shoreline has a lot more stuff. They didn't touch the big POI spots like Resort. Those are all the same, but a lot of little things added around the map. It's pretty cool. I do enjoy it. It used to be a Shoreline main, so I like a little love to Shoreline. And then, of course, we got the massive armor change. Now armor actually has plates. So inside your armor rig, you'll have your normal Kevlar insert, and then you'll have your actual sappy plate, which stops the rounds. Those are their own separate hitboxes. You can do front, you can do back, you can do side sappies on some of them. They have their own durability. They have their own hitboxes. So no longer are you shooting in the chest and it's just not getting through. If your plate catches the bullet, it catches the bullet. If your plate doesn't catch the bullet, you better hope that Kevlar insert's doing its job down there somewhere. This is a really awesome change. Now when you buy armor vests, some of them only have a front sappy and it won't have any armor in the back, and you can actually buy the plates. Or if your plates take a lot of damage, you can actually buy new plates and insert them into your armor. This is a really, really awesome part of the update. You can actually change plates out in raid. I couldn't get it to work on my system. For some reason, my mouse wheel wasn't working, but Liston, who I was playing with, actually was able to kind of see, yeah, you can get in there, you can change out the plates. We didn't have the right size plate on us at the time. This is just a really great quality of life change. There's more hitboxes now on your neck, head, chest area to kind of compensate for these new armor areas, so that way you'll know exactly where you got penetrated from. Of course, you know, the Kevlar inserts that are kind of like the neck, groin, sometimes the side. A lot of the Russian ones have just Kevlar all over the place. Those you cannot actually replace. Those are pretty much the durability of the vest at that point, or the plate carrier. The plates, though, are the completely separate thing. So now there's better hitboxes when it comes to players, which with the new Recoil adds to, like, maybe I'm thinking the gunfights are a lot easier at this point. Time to kill is a little bit lower because, you know, they're taking more damage from rounds that are missing the plate and maybe catching somewhere in the side of the chest or upper chest area where the plate, because the plate carrier only, the actual sappy plate only covers vital organs. It doesn't cover the entire upper torso like it was originally. It's a smaller thing that's protecting you. So even if you're not hitting the plate, but you're hitting somewhere in the chest, you're doing damage to them, which is awesome. This is a really awesome change. Not only does it make it so your armor lasts longer because you can change out your plates, which is really cool, but it makes the gunfight seem a lot faster because it's easier to kill people even with awesome armor, which just makes shots actually matter. And from what it seems like so far, your hardcore armor piercing rounds and your very like high tier armor isn't going to be on the flea market nor the trader. I'm sure that might change here and there, but it seems like you're going to have to either craft those or find them in raid, which means everyone's going to be at kind of a competitive level of armor without armor piercing rounds, which is going to make gunfights even cooler. People are having normal bullets, not these crazy M995 or M61 or SSA or any of that stuff. Like, it's going to be, the gunfights seem better. It might prolong that early wipe feel with the gunfights, which will be super awesome. Overall, though, for how much I played and got to experience, I'm really enjoying this update. I was really burned out with Tarkov. I was tired of the same old, but this update has been really awesome so far. The gunplay is nice, the armor's nice, the BTR, some of the new maps. Of course, we have the same quest. Really wish sound was finally fixed. To be honest, that is my last major gripe with the game, I think, at this point, is the sound. But who knows how it's going to feel later once we get crazy weapons and crazy weapon builds. Something might be going on. But right now, I would say if you're somebody who took a break for a while for Tarkov, I think now might be the time to jump back on it. Maybe not when the servers are crazy like they are now. Maybe now might be the time to get on and try it out. Because it feels so different now with this new recoil and armor system. And I'm enjoying it. And I almost never enjoy Tarkov anymore, which is a weird thing to say. But I'm pretty excited for it. We're going to have a lot more Tarkov content showing off a lot of this once we get the servers going up. Showing you more of the new weapons, because there's a 9A91, RPD variants. There's a lot of cool stuff in this update, but, we just got to get through these servers. Anyways, boys, tell me what you think of Tarkov if you tried it, if you're stuck on the server stuff and BSG sucks. Let me know down in the comments below. Talk to you guys later. Peace.